The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello and welcome. I'm Carol Kidu Jr. In this edition, state owes number one super millions, steps taken to address power issues in Maprik, and International Teachers' Day celebrated. Most public servants contribute towards the number one Super Limited or NSL superannuation fund in the hopes that when retirement catches up, their future is secured and they will benefit from their lifetime savings. However, Paul Sayer, the Chief Executive Officer of NSL, revealed that most members pass on whilst waiting for retirement savings as the state continues to accumulate debt. The state's debt is estimated to be around 100 million kina.
For 63 years, Number One Super Limited has been the leading superannuation in the country, and the state remains a strong partner and stakeholder. However, during the opening of the Madang branch, the CEO elaborated on the challenges that NSL has faced over the years, debts from the state owing to NSL from unfunded state component and outstanding state rentals. Mr. Sayer said the fund has had numerous dialogues with the government in a bid to ensure the government settles its debts so members can access their savings upon retirement and not wait for years.
The super provider of choice for our members at the heart of everything that we do. One of the important things isn't just to have the money available and to grow the money, it's really to make services available for our members. For too long, many of our members in the gang here have had to have a pretty lower level of service that's been made available to them. By opening our new branch, we're able to improve that service and recognise that our members should have the same sort of services that they're entitled to, not only in the gang, but what we provide to members all around here.
Despite these challenges, Mr. Sayer said they will continue to work in partnership for the welfare of their members.
Part of the funds that we have made available inside of Number One Super is also used to actually improve PNG.
Mr. Sayer also reiterated the superannuation's commitment in building a stable and reliable relationship with all members nationwide in ensuring that their future is secured with NSL.
The role of the trustee in the corporate governance is to manage more than 12 billion kina. Number One Super carries a serious responsibility. Guided by our board of trustee directors, we're committed to upholding the highest levels of standard and governance.
The state is being called to look into settling its debts for the benefit of all its members. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Papua New Guinea has officially signed a mutual defense treaty with Australia, a landmark agreement marking the highest level of defense cooperation between the two nations since PNG's independence.
Prime Minister James Marape described the deal as a treaty for PNG's next 50 years, highlighting its long-term impact on national security and national stability. Known as the Pukpuk Treaty, the agreement commits both countries to defend each other if attacked. It includes joint military operation and training, access to PNG's defense facilities by the Australian Defence Force, respect for sovereignty. PNG troops remain under PNG command. The treaty will be ratified through PNG's constitutional process and Australia's parliamentary system. The agreement also outlines a major upgrade of PNG's military capabilities. Meantime, maritime patrols to secure PNG's vast sea borders, air wing development with new training and equipment, stronger land forces, including special units, reservist expansion, 3,000 new reservists, and up to 10,000 PNG tourists eligible to serve under dual agreements with the ADF. Defense Minister Billy Joseph says the treaty creates totally integrated forces with shared equipment and readiness. While some analysts see the treaty as a strategic move and rising Pacific tensions, Marava insists it's focused on internal security, not global rivalries. Australia remains PNG's largest bilateral partner, and this treaty builds on decades of defense cooperation. Joanna Violet, TV1 News.
The first phase of the proposed Sikau Hydro project in the Yanguru Sausia district will be rolled out soon following the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between the Yanguru Sausia District Development Authority, PNG Power Limited, Pacific Energy Support Services Limited, and Sikau Holdings Inc. today in Port Moresby. This phase includes a feasibility study to be conducted by the Pacific Energy Support Services and landowners.
Currently, the people of Yanguru Sausia are depending on the power supply from Wewak Power Station. This power supply is not sufficient, hence the need to initiate their own power supply was introduced through the establishment of the Sikau Hydro project. The first phase of this project, which is the feasibility study, will now take place following the signing of the MOU today in Port Moresby. Yanguru Sausia MP Richard Maru said the project aims to establish a long-term power solution.
We are looking at the long-term power solution. And we now have an opportunity with the landowners and Mr. Corris to undertake a fully-fledged feasibility study for this proposed Sikau Hydro project.
Maru said the total cost of construction will be established once the feasibility study is conducted and completed.
Project, right now nobody knows how much megawatts it will produce, what is the cost of construction. None of us know that. That will be defined in the studies. As the district, we want an internationally reputable company known for doing the studies to be involved in, to be engaged, to undertake the study.
He added that the long-term dream of this project is not only to produce power, but also to sell the power.
Will be owned by the landowners, district. If you want to come in as equity partner, find other shareholders. And we will not only produce power, but we will sell the power as a retailer as well to the grid.
Maru said the only challenge now is to bring in investors with the support of the government to fund this project.
So the only way we'll bring in investors if we have a reputable report that banks can trust, investors can trust.
PNG Power CEO Paul Bailey says PNG Power will support this project. However, they need the support of the community to drive this project.
We're delighted because it's hydro, it's renewable, it's going to be cheap, and it's going to bring power to the people.
The Yanguru Sausia district is venturing into agricultural and livestock investments, hence power is needed to drive these economic activities. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
Papua New Guinea is at a critical juncture as the October deadline set by the Financial Action Task Force to address deficiencies in anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing in order to avoid consequences of grey listing is finally here. The conference at APEC House this week brought together government agencies, financial institutions, civil society groups, and international partners under the banner "Fighting Financial Crime is Everyone's Business."
Bank of Papua New Guinea Elizabeth Gania warned that PNG faces increased monitoring by the Asia-Pacific Group on Money Laundering, APG, and the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. She stressed that reforms must go beyond paperwork and lead to real enforcement.
Success will not be measured by the number of reports written, but by criminals being held to account and proceeds of crime recovered.
The 2024 Mutual Evaluation Report revealed serious gaps in PNG's anti-money laundering framework. Without urgent action, PNG risks being grey-listed, a status that could harm its financial reputation and economic stability. Sessions at the conference focused on enforcement, regional crime trends, virtual access, oversight of non-financial professions. Kenya outlined reforms, including updates to the Proceeds of Criminal Act, joint task forces, and stronger interagencies coordination. She emphasized that financial inclusion must not be compromised.
The government has given its full commitment at the highest level to drive these reforms. Cabinet has endorsed AML-CFT as a national priority, and all agencies represented here today are under clear instructions to align their efforts with this objective.
What is grey listing? Grey listing means a country is under close watch by FATF due to weakness in its ability to stop financial crimes like money laundering and terrorism financing. It's similar to being placed on probation. For PNG, this could lead to delays in international money transfers, reduced foreign investment, higher costs for business, and damage to its global reputation. Governor Genia warned that PNG could be grey-listed by February 2026 unless reforms are implemented. The deadline to show progress is October 2025. Citizens, businesses, and institutions all have a role to play in protecting PNG's financial future. Joanna Violet, TV1 News.
The Livestock Development Corporation has taken another step to advance its presence in Central Province as part of its ongoing work in revitalizing dormant livestock centers around the country. Their advancement in the province came after restocking the cattle at the ranch in Launakalana in Rigo District. In addition to this, a memorandum of understanding was signed this morning between Kairuku District and LDC to begin a partnership to advance cattle and livestock development in this district.
Livestock was given prominence when the Marape Rosso government took over in 2019, creating a livestock ministry and reviving the Livestock Development Corporation to reclaim state-owned properties, including ranches for redevelopment. 6 years on, and Central Provinces become one of the targeted areas to redevelop livestock under this new ministry. With Launakalana in Rigo District under rehabilitation, the Memorandum of Understanding signed this morning between Livestock Development Corporation and Kairuku District Development Authority is to expand livestock development in the district. With no prior cattle ranch or project in the district, particularly the villages of Kayau and Vanuamai in the Narawa constituency back in Kairuku, the MOU sign will need development partners with adequate fundings from the government to make this livestock project a success.
And I believe this is a start of many good things to come. Partnerships is the way to go. Our people need to find meaningful engagement in some partnerships where they will be called upon to provide their skills and expertise. And so LDC is looking forward to delivering this project to the people of Kairuku and to, of course, to our country.
Project manager for Kairuku Coastal Cattle Project, Sid Pope, said the project has evolved over the last 12 months through planning and consultation with relevant community members from where the cattle project will be hosted. He said planning and proposals were put together in collaboration with the LDC Managing Director, Mr. Koim.
For the last 12 months, myself and the Managing Director of Livestock Development Corporation, Mr. Terry Koim, have been working closely together to develop the proposal and to spend time talking to the communities and ensuring that the communities are engaged and are enthusiastic about the idea of working with us around this particular project.
Several claimed properties of Livestock Ministry are currently under redevelopment and restocking to increase production and meet demand nationwide. Late last year, Wariman Livestock Station was reopened in Wewak East Sepik as part of Livestock Ministry's plan, with $2 million being invested to rehabilitate the station. However, more funds are needed to get the station running. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. We'll have more stories after the break.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Magic Golden Ticket Promotion e-come back. Na by Pinis long 30th November 2025. Piny Magic Golden Ticket long you, long winning share long 500,000 kina inside long packet magic chicken or beef noodles. All prizes start 50,000 kina, 20,000 kina, 1,000 kina, na 500 kina. Open packet long magic noodles na Piny Golden Ticket long come up winner. No can wait. Buy magic noodles now.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldspot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly Goldspot.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. The One Talk Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
Long year 2024, 7 baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long carrying baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This lutok sawa I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Our journey starts with you. We'll be there from the start, right through to your life's adventures. We'll ensure comfort and make your safety our priority. We'll take you to memorable moments, no matter where it begins. And we'll get you there like we've always done. The 4th generation coaster bus, more than just a bus.
Blindside and is celebrating a try.
Welcome back. The Tutu Beach Early Learning Centre at Tarama Beach in Port Moresby marked a colourful Mufti Day on Friday today, which coincided with Teachers' Day celebrations. Students at Tutu Beach Early Learning Centre in Port Moresby celebrated their teachers with a Mufti Day event themed When I Grow Up, I Want to Be. Kindy 1 and 2 students dressed up as their dream professions. Costumes were simple, creative, and designed to encourage play and learning throughout the day. The dual celebration gave students an opportunity to explore career aspirations while honoring the important role of teachers. Teachers were recognized with small tokens of appreciation as parents and the school community joined in the celebration. Papua New Guinea joined the rest of the world in commemorating World Teachers' Day, officially observed on 5th October each year. Established by UNESCO in 1994, the day recognizes the contributions of educators worldwide and highlights the need for greater support to the profession. More than 60,000 teachers across PNG are acknowledged today in 2025 through various school-based festivities. The event at Tutu Beach highlighted both the future dreams of young learners and the lasting impact of teachers in shaping those aspirations.
When I grow up, I want to be a master chef. When I grow up, I want to be a pilot. When I grow up, I want to be an Air Force pilot. When I grow up, I'll be a doctor.
As part of the Teachers' Day program, educators at Tutu Beach Early Learning Center reflected on what inspired them to take up the profession. One teacher shared why she chose this path.
Hi, my name is Natasha Bray and I am 30 years of age. I am a preschool teacher at the Dame Karakiru Early Learning Center. And I wanted to become a teacher because I have the passion for children and I saw the need in the community.
The Simbu Teachers College has risen from years of near collapse to restoring hope for education in the province. After almost 11 years of hardship, the college marked a milestone with the purchase of a new 10-seater Land Cruiser using tuition fees. Nearly forced to shut down, the college has now found its footing thanks to strong leadership from past and current principals and the support of the college board. Principal Peter Cole said managing an institution with just 600 kina in its accounts was never easy, but teamwork with staff and the governing council helped keep the doors open.
I want to request the provincial government to open its door back to the college administration now that we have the system in place. We are working in line with the Department of Higher Education, Research Science and Technology, DS. Now we are working humbly with them. They have recognized our efforts in bringing up the college.
The college serves students from all 6 districts of Simbu and beyond. Though it has struggled without consistent provincial government support, it has received assistance for classrooms, a dining hall, and vehicles from Governor Noah Cool and Sinasina Yongomul MP Kerengakua.
As a facing we are trying to build up and look forward for more developments to take place. Also, so plenty of infrastructure that come on, but then we got the political administration need of it. Because during that time, no funding was given. Even simple provincial government, there's no management in place or how much money coming. It's a public fund. And then leadership long Mipla, also governing council, Mipla coming, we achieved so many things. We put the administration in place, we put management in place, and then everything that's taken. It's all about management and accountability and transparency.
The administration is now appealing to the provincial government and local MPs to back their efforts as Simbu Teachers College continues its journey of rebuilding and providing better education for future generations. Hundreds of youths from Volavolo and Rathavul wards in Rabaul district, including parents, community and church leaders, Rabaul district officials, Balanathaman LLG officials and police force officers gathered this week to witness the reconciliation and reunion for peace. The peace ceremony was between Volavolo youths, Rathavul youths and Karavia youths after a recent fight.
A march for reunion for peace this week took place along the Nonga Road from Volavolo ward by youths from Volavolo to the Rathavul mission grounds to join the Rathavul youths who were waiting to receive them to reconcile and reunite for peace. Pleasing news from the recent fights between youths from Rathavul, Karavia and Volavolo wards in the Balnataman LLG area, Rabaul district. Church elder and evangelist Bernie Benson shared a message underscoring that true peace comes from having a relationship with Jesus Christ. He pointed out that when individuals have peace in their hearts, they are more capable of forgiving others, as highlighted in Matthew 6:14-15. The reconciliation came about after constant meetings between Ward Development Committee members and the community and the church elders. It also marked a breakthrough in resolving the ongoing conflicts between the youths, who declared that there won't be no more fighting. In a spirit of unity, the reconciliation ceremonies saw youths from Volavolo, Retavul, and Karavia wards embrace each other, shaking hands as a sign of moving forward in the right direction towards lasting peace. Evangelist Benson thanked those who had been praying for God's divine peace between Volavolo and Retavul. He emphasized the importance of intervention and forgiveness. Terry Longwood, TVWAN News.
Rainbow market vendors are calling on the government to establish a proper market facility for them to use. Currently, the vendors do not have a proper market facility and are selling their produce at the side of the road.
For decades, vendors selling food on the roadside of the Rainbow Estate have not had a proper market facility for decades. Often, they're chased by police or come in conflict with PMV operators. The dust created by passing vehicles is also another hazard. They are calling on the local authorities to consider setting up a proper market infrastructure where they can operate in safety.
Rainbow. Iplam pani market emo salimol fruits na kaike na usla santino police alugim na ko kampat. Emo sem osato clean up na pop na osato gimi plalo staff. So sabos government no sem all sore lo mi plal ken pani wan pla market na give me pla.
Miriam Peter has been selling air produce at the Rainbow Estate informal market for years. A challenge has always been finding enough space to trade. Those times when there isn't enough space available, she would go to Garo Market or Waigani Market. But even vendors there know she's not a regular and would often tell her to go back to a regular marketplace. Chief Secretary to the government and longtime Rainbow Estate resident, Ambassador Ivan Pomalio, supports the call for a proper market infrastructure.
Need a market there. Maybe need a market close to along a community.
Pomalio said when the market facility is established, PMV buses and other vehicles will be parked in the right place and pedestrians can access the market facility safely and with ease.
Long road na make market lang abilon na deslakan. Na mo right tasol ino right Tomas. Safety belong all pedestrians. Safety belong all market vendors and big plus something.
Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
And now a look at the finance news. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2312 US. The kina closed lower at $0.2386 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2311 US, $0.3476 Australian dollars, $0.1890 euro, and 33.87 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee and copper closed higher, gold, cocoa, palm oil, and crude oil closed lower, and copper closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. Stay tuned. TV1 News continues after the break.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in Milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in Milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG e Mia. Pine PNG made.
Why? Smakin tapa si Arya!
Auntie, bangka goksim. David Loran. You think you passed it. Spots, it's in me.
Meet YumiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends.
Hello, son.
Anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, YumiPay makes every payment simple. YumiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, let's calories, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite minds. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rice, long scale price. Amber, you like it?
This could be a try. How about that? Little grabber throw. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. An operation to rescue around 60 children trapped under an Islamic boarding school in Indonesia's East Java province has now shifted into a recovery operation, with the death toll expected to significantly rise. The Al-Khuzini school in Sidoarjo collapsed on Monday during afternoon prayers when more than 100 children, mostly teenage boys, were gathered in the lower floors. It's estimated 59 children are still buried beneath the building. But as the 72-hour golden window closes and no signs of life are detected, Indonesia's search and rescue agency said parents have given consent to bring in heavy machinery to recover their loved ones. At least 5 people have died in the tragedy, and the death toll could rise as high as 64. In regional news, Australian Defence Force personnel have joined police and SES volunteers in the search for a 4-year-old boy missing in South Australia's outback.
An image of Gus released by his family for the first time.
A 4-year-old lad, they just don't disappear into thin air. They have to be somewhere.
About 50 Defence personnel arriving on the remote sheep station south of Yunta to help search for the 4-year-old, missing for more than 100 hours. Police confirming the search has officially moved to a recovery stage, but they haven't given up hope.
Myself, my search teams, we would like to find Gus. Hopefully, he's hung in there and alive.
The extensive search involving specialist police resources, SES volunteers and a traditional Aboriginal tracker alongside community members helping any way they can.
Wants his mum. If he's frightened, he'll be hiding. Let's hope he's still out there.
We have a mobile food van and we knew we had the capacity to be able to help to feed the volunteers.
On Tuesday, a footprint was discovered, but no other footprints or evidence of Gus has been found.
4-year-olds, they drop everything. So the fact we haven't found a hat or a shoe or something is pretty unusual.
Police say they are continuously re-evaluating their search for young Gus, with Australian Defence Force troops expected to work into tomorrow when the search enters its 7th day.
That's a long time for a young boy to be out in the elements. But, you know, from the word go, we've always worked on the assumption that we actually want to find him alive and we'll continue on to do so.
The question on everyone's mind, where is the little boy last seen playing in the sand?
China's newly announced global talent visa is facing strong backlash, with some concerned it will block Chinese nationals from the competitive domestic jobs market. The initiative is known as the K-Visa scheme and is designed to attract workers in the science and technology sectors from across the world. It is open to applicants aged 18 to 45 who hold at least a bachelor's degree in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics fields from a prestigious institution. Details of the visa, including its length and price, as well as the list of eligible institutions, are yet to be confirmed, but the program opened on Wednesday. A report by the humanitarian organization Plan International has found that social media and online dating exposes at-risk girls to child marriage. Susan Legena is the CEO of Plan International Australia. She says the research finds that technology is allowing girls to choose their own partners, but are still susceptible to child marriage.
Through WhatsApp and Facebook, they are meeting partners. What the report shows, though, is that while it might be a digital door, it's still leading to the same trap, often resulting in girls being exploited or their poverty situation being exploited for marriage. Sometimes what the girls told us is when their relationships are found out by their families, they're put under pressure to marry. Sometimes it gives them the illusion that they're making choices rather than their parents are, but then they find themselves in situations with that power imbalance and their poverty, meaning that they feel exploited, are forced to drop out of school or result in teen pregnancies, which impact the rest of their lives.
South Korea's president has apologized for poorly managed foreign adoption programs that were rife with abuses and fraud, months after the country's Truth Commission admitted state responsibilities for such practices for the first time. President Lee Jae-myung said in a Facebook post on Thursday that he was offering heartfelt apology and words of comfort on behalf of the country to South Koreans adopted abroad, as well as their adoptive and birth families. Mr. Lee said findings by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and recent court rulings have confirmed some cases of human rights abuses in the course of international adoptions. He added that the government had failed to play its role in such cases without elaborating. For some Australians, continuing to work until the pension age of 67 can be a struggle. Physically demanding jobs such as traditional trades, nursing or aged care can mean some workers are forced to retire well before the pension age, which can result in financial and health hardships.
Paul Quealy and Peter McLennigan have both worked physically demanding jobs.
It has really worn out my body.
The pain was something that I had to control every day.
Degeneration of her hips and shoulders meant Peter had to stop working full-time in hospitality. The 58-year-old now volunteers to provide meals for those in need, but surviving on JobSeeker is not easy.
I say to people I'm one rent increase away from homelessness, and I know that sounds very, very drastic, but I literally am.
Paul Quealy reflects on the toll working as a labourer and carpenter has had on his body. He's had a cancer removed from his nose and the cartilage in his knees and shoulder has worn out. He has some advice for young tradies.
Save as much as you possibly can before you get to the age of 55, because it's a long way to the pension from there onwards, and it's a lot of pain as well.
Australia's pension age went up from 65 to 67 2 years ago to reflect longer life expectancies. And while the federal government says it has no plans to change the pension age, there are calls for it to reconsider.
Well, I think it's an inflexible system at the moment, and it's inequitous based on someone's occupation and their age.
For some workers, limited superannuation makes the wait to get to pension age even harder. Paul would like part-time work, but believes employers want someone younger.
And I think it has a mental impact on you as well.
Peter retrained in business administration, but also struggled to find a job.
I do think that there is an ageism in workplaces and in employment.
In limbo and in pain after years working physically demanding jobs.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends.
Hello, son.
Anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans, expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend, PNG's own coffee.
Really messing with your game. Time to sweep him out of the room. Or maybe not.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang, bing bang bing, bam bam.
Show the dishes who's boss. Fight mess with Axion, the tough grease stripper. 100% effective at doing the dirty work. The triple active power breaks down tough grease, and its antibacterial formula leaves dishes squeaky clean. Get tough on grease. Get Axion.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this One News.
Alongside government ministers, their leaders eager to engage with potential investors and grow the Māori economy.
Most crossed the ditch, moving to Australia. How worried should other supermarkets be, Kate?
If it's put forward as being a deal, it needs to be a deal.
Quality will improve, the volume will be maintained.
And that's what we wake up each day trying to do. So we'll bring you details and analysis.
One News.
Sundays.
Marriage is so hard.
At some point, it's gonna explode.
Don't even! Don't touch her! I don't know how we got here.
90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Sundays 8:30 on TLC.
Welcome back. An epic showdown awaits this Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium when the country's oldest league, Port Moresby Rugby League, stages its 77th grand final since 1948. Minor Premier Connie Storm will battle it out against underdogs Butterflies for the 2025 Major Silverware.
A confident Butterflies coach Michael Boyo is gearing up for a thrilling showdown against early favourites Connie Storm, who have been very consistent throughout the 2025 season. Boyo expressed excitement about his team's form leading up to this pivotal matchup against the 2024 PRL Grand Final runners-up Storm, who have demonstrated their strength as the minor premiers throughout the season.
Yeah, preparation-wise, I think we're preparing really well. Training has been good all throughout the week. The boys are more focused for this one, this grand final.
He reflected on their previous encounters this year, noting that although the Butterflies have performed decently against Storm, they are more equipped and ready for this rematch.
Track record not really good. We played against them during the season. They beat us convincingly, so we know where we went wrong, and we worked during the training to fix these little things that we went wrong against them. And we hope that come this Sunday we'll be well prepared to handle them, being the minor premier and being last year's runner-ups. Professional Rugby League runner-up.
Captain Owen John echoed Boyo's sentiments, praising his teammates for their resilience and hard work to get to the grand final.
Work hard, come to final day, big games for grand final. Play, work. I only know the boys put effort in playing. I look forward to play this game on the Connie Storm. That's all. Minor premier and run-up last year too, so I look forward to play this game on.
On the other side, Connie Storm's coach Gary Mana acknowledged the difficulties faced throughout the 2025 season, but commended his boys for their consistency. After falling short in last year's grand final against Royals, Mana believes his players are well prepared for the Butterflies, who would enter the match as underdogs.
But me play training one, me play just basing on the normal basing me play starting the season come. Nothing is when I'm hard on him. So I'm looking at the weekend, but on the Butterflies from the nice play game because me play with meeting will finish. So the interesting game is the weekend.
Mana remarked, highlighting the respect he has for the Butterflies. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
In AFL, the traditional home of Port Moresby AFL, Colts Oval, is set for Week 1 of the semi-finals this Saturday. The main game tomorrow will see the first elimination final between Uni Tigers and Gerica Bombers. The 2025 minor premiers, the Dockers, are on bye this weekend.
The Bombers side will be further strengthened by the inclusion of Rex Peregua and Glenn Sanyong, who are back in the City Comp after their stint with the Nil Tigers in Victoria, Australia. The two will join up with other teammates who have plenty of experience having played in the 2023 and 2024 Grand Finals. However, young Tigers outfits are not to be taken lightly, as they too have good finals experience. Most of the boys that starred in the 2024 A-Reserve Grand Final win are now playing in the A-grade side. The Tigers' young guns are serious contenders for the Grand Final spot. The young side has so much speed and talent, noting the side will certainly be at their best against the Bombers tomorrow. Bombers have the experience, but the young Tigers are certainly in this game for the right reasons. At the back of their current winning momentum, Tigers are more than capable of pulling off an upset over Bombers. The preceding clash between West and Magpies promises to be a thriller. The winner of this game goes on to play Dockers in the preliminary final next Saturday. On form, West should edge out the Magpies in a close finish. In the A Reserves elimination final, the Uni Tigers will be too strong for newcomers, the Skyroos, with Tigers predicted to win this easily. In the qualifying game, the Kokofos should beat newcomers, the Taikone Hawks.
The NCD Schools Rugby League competition will be announcing 2 squads for the proposed Cairns Townsville tour in November. Following last weekend's trial matches played at the Gerhu Secondary School field, 25 boys will be chosen from the under-18 male category and 18 from the under-16 female group.
The trials were conducted to finalize 2 teams, boys and girls, for a planned Queensland tour in November this year. NCD Rugby League competition chairman Arnold Gende said the initial selection criteria and process took 14 weeks to complete from and after the regular schools competition.
With these trials now, we are going to select 25 boys and 18 girls will be traveling with us to Cairns. They'll be playing Trinity Bay College. It's a rugby league academy. That is the feeder school, feeder junior development for Cowboys. And at the same time, after the game down there, the next day I think we'll be traveling to Townsville to play with the Blackhawks feeder school there.
The chairman explained that the students had to meet strict eligibility requirements, including academic transcripts reflecting strong results, birth certificates, and completed registration forms. Gende also revealed that the academy squad is set to travel to Australia at the end of November 26 and 27 this year, where they will compete against Trinity Bay State High School in Cairns and the Townsville Blackhawks Academy in Townsville. He stressed the program is designed to enhance skills and also aims to provide international exposure and foster connections with peers in Australia.
Yes, after these 14 weeks, we've come up with 51 girls and 84 boys for these trials. These are the kids who've met the requirements, like the academic transcripts, birth certificates, and player registrations. So.
He also expressed gratitude and acknowledged the support of former Kumul Road Griffin and the Trinity Bay State High School for the current arrangement and the unique opportunity. Gende, on behalf of NCD Schools Rugby League, expressed his appreciation to NCD Governor Powis Parkop and the NCDC's Sports and Community Development Division for their support in creating opportunities for young athletes. He said the initiative gives students a chance to showcase their talent on the biggest stage while also emphasizing the importance of education, discipline, and character. But it's about preparing them for life both on and off the field. The trials represent a crucial step in nurturing grassroots rugby league talent in the nation's capital, promoting young boys and girls with a clear pathway to achieve their sporting aspirations. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Ricky Stewart has won the Daily M Coach of the Year award after a stellar season at the helm for the Canberra Raiders. The annual major event took place on Wednesday night. Stewart steered a side many tipped to win the wooden spoon to minor premiership glory. However, his side bowed out of the finals in straight sets.
It was the Canberra Raiders' first minor premiership win since way back in 1990. Coach Ricky Stewart was happy to give credit to others for his reward.
Comes back to Sasangi. He keeps it alive.
As Ricky Stewart and his staff absolutely love it. He's tackling everyone, Ricky.
What a reaction by the Raiders coach.
And the winner is Ricky Stewart.
Congratulations, Ricky. 2025 Coach of the Year. What does this mean to you?
Like everybody's on the journey with a coach, and it's so hard to do it without them. And then the most important part of it all is that and I always say it, you can't be a good coach without good players, and I've got the best team in the competition, and I love every one of them, and we'll be back again next year.
Stewart was asked by host Braith Anasta what had changed in the NRL since he started coaching way back in 2002.
Personally, I believe we should be still in the competition, and I'm biased and probably competitive, but
there's no doubt about that.
But mate, I'm disappointed that we're not.
Yeah.
But it'll give us fight, and that's what you got to do. We've had, I've had plenty of downs before in regards to my career.
It's the second time Stewart has claimed the Daily M Coach of the Year award. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And finally, Kieran Foran has been awarded the Ken Stephen Medal, delivering an emotional speech about mental health and the importance of having raw and real conversations. The Titans veteran in his final NRL season has been recognized for his efforts off the field, having become an advocate for young men's mental health.
Kieran Foran launched Logan's Legacy during his time on the Gold Coast, an organization founded in memory of his stepson who tragically took his own life in 2023.
The winner of this year's Ken Stevens Award medal is a man that does a heap of work behind the scenes, Kieran Foran.
To start off, I feel extremely humbled to be receiving this award this evening. To be honest, this could have easily gone to a number of players and people across our game. I'd like to particularly recognise my wife, Karina. I know today is especially hard for you. Logan's birthday, he would have been 22 today. Your love, strength and belief to keep going in tough times like these has been and will continue to be a guiding light. So thank you. Due to the challenges we've faced as a family, an area very close to my heart is mental health. I know I'm in a privileged position to have a voice, and I have found that being open about my own journey, not just the successes, but in particular the struggles, has helped others to realise they are not alone.
Alongside his work on the men's mental health, Foran has also spent countless hours visiting young patients after forging a strong connection with the Gold Coast Hospital Foundation. Foran has in his past been open about his own struggles with mental health and addiction, hoping to help break the stigma surrounding both topics.
As important as it's been to share my own story, listening to the stories of others has been incredibly empowering and uplifting. I know the courage that it takes firsthand to reach out and say I'm not okay, and it's those deep, raw and real conversations that remind me why connection truly counts. If being vulnerable about my journey has helped just one person to make a choice to keep going, to keep moving forward, and to keep throwing themselves into the uncomfortable, then my struggles have not been in vain.
The 17th-season NRL veteran has played for his country past 300-game milestone in 2025, hanging up his boots at the end of this season. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that ends the sports segment. Now for the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with chances of few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerama, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Homase, Lae, partly cloudy. Wewak, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo and Rabaul mostly fine to partly cloudy with possible brief showers, and Highlands region, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg mostly cloudy periods with heavy rain at times and thunderstorms. Oceans forecast. Coral Sea sees slight to moderate with southeast to easterly winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Sea sees slight with southeast to easterly winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea sees slight with southeasterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. And Pacific Ocean sees smooth to slight with southeast to northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. And coastal waters. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island, to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Island, and waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finchafen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company and have a pleasant weekend. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by